Hello guys, and welcome to another game development tutorials video. So today this is a Unity tutorial, and let me just make sure that everything is working. Yes it is. Okay, good. So this is another beginner series, but this time it's for Unity. What do you know? Okay, so I'm gonna put a link in the description to tell you how to install and set up Unity. By the way, I will be using Unity 2018.4.14 or something like that. Yep. So to get that, you'll just go to this Installs tab, and you'll just say Add. And if it's not appearing here, you just go to Download Archive. Make sure that's capturing this. It looks like that it is. And you'll just go to Unity 2018.x. Then you'll scroll down until you see 2018.4.14. You will press this green button. Click Open Unity Hub. And then you'll wait for it to load back up in the Unity Hub. I already have it, so that's why it's giving me this message. But it will just bring up like this box right here. And make sure that WebGL or HTML is checked, and then press Install. And then one of these boxes will appear, and there will be a blue line coming across here. When it's all the way across, that means that it has fully installed. So after that, you just want to go to the Projects tab. Do not press New. Click on the arrow next to New, and then just select 2018.4.14. Then it will bring up this screen. Just making sure, sorry. This is my first time doing the display capture. You will want to select 3D. And then I'm just going to call this Space Shooter YouTube or something. Then you can just select where you want to access it. I already have a folder for it, and it's default, so that's why I don't have to change anything. Then after you have picked your file location, you can just press Create. Then it will just automatically create it for you. It will do all this loading. Yes, it does take some time. Just know I'm on a pretty good laptop, so that's why. So this will probably go slower for you if you're on like a low-end MacBook or something. But if you're on like a full setup, like a, I forget what you call it, but not a laptop, then it will go faster. Okay, so once you were in, it will look like this. It will actually look like this for you. So you can, so this is the default Unity, and what's cool about this is that you can customize how you want it to look. So I want it to look like this. So what I am going to do, I am just going to right click on this project, do one column layout, drag it right there, then click on this console tab, drag it right there. Okay, that looks pretty nice. And now, if you just want to keep this layout, if you like it like this, then you can just go to Default and just press Save Layout, and you can just call it whatever you want. And you have all these different layout choices. Some are definitely weird. That is like that one. Yeah. Okay, so I prefer this one. By the way, this series is dedicated to a YouTube channel called Brackies. He recently stopped making videos. He actually was making videos for 8 years, and it was all on Uni. I guess he got sort of bored and unhappy with it, I guess. So yeah, I was supporting him actually. I was giving him money. But yeah, rest in peace, Brackies. And if you're watching this, thank you for teaching me Unity. And for whoever is watching this and is not Brackies, say thank you to Brackies for letting me teach you. Okay, so let us begin. So, you can navigate your scene. If you hold right click and then just drag your mouse, you can look around. And if you have a mouse, the middle mouse button will let you pan. And then while you right click and WASD lets you move around the scene. Okay, perfect. I will go in depth a little later, but now I just want to start on the player movement and stuff. By the way, we will be making a space shooter game. So yeah. Okay, so let's just start out by just making the raw movement, nothing else, no graphics yet. So yeah, so let's just right click in this hierarchy. Right click, do 3D object, and let's just do cube. Then, this cube will not quite appear in the middle of the scene. By the way, sorry that I did not mention this before, but there are these tabs on the top. I don't know if the animator tab will be here, same with the animation tab. But the scene view lets you edit objects in the scene and select things. In the game view is how the person playing your game will see the game. The asset store is deprecated in Unity 2020, so that's why I'm using 2018. So this is where you just get all your assets that other people make. Some are free, some aren't, but you can just filter that out through pricing. Then you do not have this, so I'm just not going to go over it right now. Plus, we don't really have any animations right now, so yeah. You know what? Just make it easier. I'm just going to close these out so you are not distracted by them. And one more essential thing is to save. You can either go to File, Save Project, or Save, or both. Or a shorter way is just by doing Control S on Windows and Command S on Mac. Okay, then down here is your project panel. This is where you'll have all the folders, scripts, materials to colorize things and stuff. Okay, back to the series. Just going to close these out because you will not have that. And then, sorry, I keep getting carried away, but right here, you will have the inspector tab and in the lighting tab. It's probably best not to mess around with the lighting just yet, but in the inspector, if you go to that tab and just select the cube by clicking on the little tab or by clicking on the cube, it will just give you all of its properties. Okay, so I just want to center this so it's at 0, 0, 0. So I'm going to say 0, 0, 0. Or another way you can do it is by right-clicking on this word transform and just say reset. Okay. Okay, so now let's just rename this player. This is where you name and rename things right here. And let's also add the player tag to him. So we will just click on this arrow, then player. That will be important later, so just don't worry. So to move objects, you will click on this tool, the move tool. Is it W? Yep, it's W. So then you can drag on these arrows to move it on a fixed axis, or you can drag it on one of these squares to move it on a different axis or two axes at the same time. Then to undo stuff, it is Control Z if you're on Windows, Command Z on Mac. And then to rotate, the shortcut is E, or you can just click on this. And yet again, you can rotate it on the axes. Then this white one will just let you rotate it all around. Okay, then there's a scale tool, R, and then yet again you can just drag on these little squares to resize it. Then the middle square will just resize it from the center. So yeah, then the rect tool, we will not get into that yet. Then the last tool, just know the rect tool is T. Then the last tool is Y. Then it will just let you do everything at the same time. So yeah, I'm just gonna switch to the move tool with W. Then I'm just gonna switch to the scale tool with R. And this is just gonna be like a little spaceship. So I'm just gonna drag this out, make it like that. So that's good enough, I guess. Now we want to position the camera so it's on a top-down view. So you can just navigate to where you want the camera to be looking. I want it to be a bit forward. Then you can just select this camera, go to Game Object, then align with the view. Then you'll get the top-down perspective. I'm just gonna, fine-tune this. So for the rotation on the X, 90. For the rotation on the Y, 0. For the rotation on the Z, 0. Then for the X, 0. For the Z, I'm going to set that to 0 because I will fine-tune that. And then for the Y, I'm going to say 35. Then we can switch back into the scene view. And then select the camera and press W or this icon. Then I'm just going to move it forward using the green arrow. Bit more forward. And by the way, I believe if it's the blue arrow, then you will be on global. So that just, so let's just say that the camera is rotated. So on the global view, it will always do forward. But on the local view, it will do forward on its axis. Okay, but we do not want that yet, so I'm just going to leave it right there. I'll just set the Z 13.15. Okay, just like that. Now, I'm going to start with no skybox. So I'm going to select the camera, and on this camera component, I'm going to click on the clear flags, click on that, and do solid color, and I'll just do black because, it's space. And then we'll just leave all of these settings the same because we will not mess around with those yet. Okay, so now I'm just going to select the player, and we will get scripting as soon. Yep, okay. Sorry about that. So to add components or different things to the player to modify the behavior, we will just say add component, and we'll just search rigid body. We will add a rigid body to this, and under constraints, we will just freeze all rotation by checking these boxes. We will also freeze the position on the Y, and yeah, so that basically means that it will not go up and down. We also want to set this use gravity to no. We do not want to use gravity, because if we do, I believe this will just fall. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we'll just check, use gravity off. Collision detection, let's just do continuous, so now it will detect collision a little bit better, but it might make it a bit laggier. I don't really know. It's not made it laggier for me, but I assume that it has some comeback because it's so good. So yeah. So now we will add our first script. See, how long is this video? 15 minutes. You know what? I think I'm gonna end it at there. Because this is basically just the basics. I will do one more thing though. So in the project panel, we just want to click on the scenes folder, click on this arrow next to it, and it will open up this. So with the little uni logo, so we just want to right click on that, say rename, we'll call this main scene. Then press enter to actually rename it. Okay, and that is all for this video. The next video we will be getting into player movement. Shooting, not yet, sadly. Okay, so that is it for this video. Bye guys, I hope you have enjoyed. So yeah, bye guys, see you next time. Whoops, I forgot.